Hello and welcome to this edition of Nice News brought to you from the Living Life Larger Network. I'm your host KC and today's quotation comes from Alexander the Great. No fear of what is behind, no fear of what is to come. Do you remember your first pair of shoes? I know I do. They were a pair of bright red Dr. Scholl's. The official style I think is called Pescura, but I just call them clogs. Was about 5 or 6 years old and they were a surprise from my mummy. She left them on my bed so I'd see them when I got home from school that evening. And when I saw these shoes and the way the sunlight fell on them, I thought they were the most beautiful things ever. Now, I don't remember if I did a happy dance, but if I did, I'm sure I would have wanted to dance like the lady in this clip I'm going to show you. She's from Uganda and she's never had a pair of shoes before, and this is her reaction when she got her first pair. I just love it. So the next time you do a happy dance just like this lady did in this link.
Oh my gosh, yes! Yes! I love it.
You've got 12 hours, so what would you do in 12 hours if you really put your mind to it? Plant 350 million saplings? That's right, 350 million. They recently did that in Ethiopia and shattered the world record in the process. The previous record was held by India. Back in 2017, they planted 66 million saplings in a 12-hour period, but the Ethiopians really upped the ante. It's a combined effort to help restore natural greenery to the nation and also tackle the climate change crisis. Shirley Range is reaching out and touching. She's a beautician and founder of Beauty to the Streets. Every week, she and her team of superhero volunteers go out in the community to bring meals, services, and a touch of self-care to LA's homeless. The clip I provided will introduce you to Shirley and tell you all about the fantastic work that she and her team are doing on the streets of Los Angeles. You know what they say? It's all in the numbers. Many people believe that specific numbers are extra special. For example, in some Oriental cultures, the number 8 is considered especially lucky. And one of my elders' favorite sayings is, well, you know, everything happens in threes. Well, the numbers 7 and 11 are certainly lucky for Jamie Brown, who was born on July the 11th, the 7th month, at 7:11 p.m., weighing, you guessed it, 7 pounds 11 ounces. Jamie's mum Rachel says often during her pregnancy she would look at the clock and it would often read 7:11. So the news of Jamie's birth made national headlines, eventually making its way to the 7-Eleven corporate office, and they have pledged $7,111 towards her college fund. Be nice to yourself. You know that old saying, if you can't say anything nice, then don't say anything at all? Isn't it funny how we're happy to put that in practice when it comes to other people, but not when it comes to ourselves? We can call ourselves names, we can beat ourselves up over things that we've done or perhaps haven't done. We're unhappy with our bodies, we're unhappy with our lives. And if any of this has ever sounded like you, then Anna Akana is here to help. She says, I'm really tired of being the person who makes me feel the worst. So check the link for her funny but very good tips on how to be kinder to yourself. On previous editions of the show, we've spoken about how loneliness can affect us all, in particular the elderly. A recent survey suggests that over a quarter of the UK's elderly said they often feel lonely and often go days without speaking to anybody. Loneliness can have a serious detrimental impact not just on our health and our happiness, but chronic loneliness can lead to a shorter lifespan. So, Avon and Somerset Police, along with the Senior Citizens Liaison Team, have come up with a creative solution to this problem. They've introduced a number of happy to chat benches in public spaces where people are encouraged to sit, stop, and chat to whoever's sitting next to them. The link below will help you find out more. I personally think this is a great idea. Need something like that here in London. You know, he's just a year old, but Joseph Tidd, who's a toddler from Orlando in Florida, already knows that there are more things that unite us than divide us. Joseph was born with an extremely rare congenital defect, which means he doesn't have a left hand. Recently he was out with his mum, where he saw a woman who had the same condition as him. He gave her a smile, she gave him a fist bump, and as you'll see from the clip I've provided, things got very huggy and extremely emotional after that.